Alright guys, so this is a little different than what you guys are probably used to because normally when I have curly hair like such, I never really like to wear it wet. I usually, or not wet per se, but more so in its natural state. I like to keep it in the bigger state, but it is summertime and everybody's trying to get summertime fine. So I decided to go ahead and do something a little different that I am not used to. So this hair is from the Vanity Hair Box. And I am wearing their Brazilian curly with an 18-inch frontal. And I'm wearing 4 bundles of 22 inches. Now, my correspondence with this particular company has been for a while now because we contracted to do a review like last year sometime, and then I guess they went ahead and rebranded, so it took a while for me to actually get my hair. And then I got it earlier this year. So this is the texture itself. I haven't did anything special to the hair. I literally just put it in. I bleached my frontal so that my frontal could be the color of my skin. As you can see, I didn't cut all of this off only because there's going to be baby hair right here once I end up cutting my frontal a little bit more. I didn't want that crazy baby hair look that everybody's doing where it's like coming down their face. Kind of like Brandy's Barbie. I don't want to do that. So testing out some technique that actually works. So that's the only reason why my lace is still a little bit on there. This is the natural texture of it when it's wet. When I received it and I did install it, the hair itself was actually really large. It was really big. And for 22 inches, it feels much longer than that when it's big. When it's in its natural state like such, then it's calmed down. It doesn't seem as if it's so much. My curls, however, are very soft. They're very, very soft. My hair smells great. And I like to put this conditioner that has a scent to it. It just keeps the hair smelling great because when you start to put water and products and any moisture in your hair, if you continue to do that, your hair is going to eventually start to stink. And if it's not properly dry, it will mildew. So to avoid that, use something with a nice scent that you can bear because, again, hair is in my face, okay? So the last thing I want to do is have funky hair. But not only that, you don't want to be out in public and you waltz past somebody and your hair smells like a wet, mangy dog, because that's not attractive neither. So when you do put any curl cream or just a combination of water and some type of moisture so that your hair will not dry out, make sure it has a great scent to it because you have to deal with that all day long. When I received it, it didn't have a smell at all. It was just soft curly hair. It didn't have like a putrid smell or something that I just couldn't take. But again, like I said, after you have this hair for so long and you start putting moisture on it, and if just say for the sake of saying you don't dry it properly for whatever reason, if it does start to get a little on the mucus side, that smell will actually help mask it until you wash it. My advice for people who wear their curly hair on a regular basis is wash your curly hair at least twice within a 2-week period. So once a week, but make sure you co-wash it at least every 5 days if you're wearing it on a consistent basis. If you wear it every now and then, you're fine. But if this is going to be your only hair that you wear throughout the summer, make sure you keep the moisture in it. And I cannot stress that fact enough. A lot of people will buy hair and then they get mad when their hair tangles and it mats all back here. Okay, mind you, all of this will start to mat on you if you don't. Mine's is not matted, okay? And the reason is because you have to make sure that you properly co-wash and you run something that's going to loosen the curl. It's going to loosen the wave. It's not going to lock your hair up because tap water is going to do that. It's going to take the pH balance out of your hair and it's going to start to get matted, and then you're going to end up with a big just roadkill mess. And then a lot of people they get mad at the company and say the hair matted on me and this, that, and the other. And it's proper hair care, okay? It's proper, and I'm sure either they're gonna send it to you. I don't know if I don't remember if mine came with it, but I'll check. This piece of paper tells you all the things that you would need to know about your hair. So they have one called About the Hair. Virgin hair is chemically unprocessed human hair. It tells you about that. It says, oh, my ends. Occasionally some ends can split. This is a sign of authentic virgin hair. Everything that you would need to know about your hair in order to keep it in the correct in the correct. So it tells you problems that you may possibly encounter, common things that happen with virgin hair. And this is a good thing to have, because if you're worried about something or you feel something may be a little bit off, this paper pretty much covers all of that, which they did a great job doing. Jaleesa, thank you for my package, dear. So I used a combination of my Garnier Fructis Curl Calm Down, which is this. I used my Tresemme Moisture Rich conditioner, and some water, and I put it in a spray bottle, and I went ahead and sprayed my hair down. So my hair is a tad bit damp, but it's not like dripping wet. And then what this does is, because you have to use a nice amount of, it's a 24-hour defining curl cream, but what you have to do and be careful with this, if you use a lot of it, it will put too much moisture, which has protein in it, and will break your hair. But if you put more water, you probably want to do like this much of this much water, and probably like that much conditioner. And it just keeps my hair hydrated throughout the day, so that my hair does not frizz up if it is hot. Because once your hair ends up drying, you want it to dry and you want it to stay like this. The last thing you want to do is it to get bigger, and then you look like a poodle at the end of the day, because your hair, you didn't have anything properly put in your hair. Since I've had it, I haven't had any issues with it, except for one major issue. And my one major issue with this has been my shedding. My shedding has been a whole lot, and I'm not used to my curly hair shedding as much. And I noticed that it will only shed a lot if I put water in it. If I put, well, not water in it, but if I put any type of moisture to it, then it wants to shed a lot towards the bottom. And I did not cut my tracks with this. I actually just folded them over, because I knew my hair was not going to be bone straight. So there was no reason for me to go ahead and cut them so they could be super duper flat. They are, however, flat, but I didn't need them to be straight hair flat, because the point, my hair, when it's in its straightest form, it will look like this. So that's been my biggest thing with this hair, is that the shedding. And that's kind of the reason why I don't really like to put moisture into a lot of my curly hair. I like to wear it in its natural state, because after a while I noticed that most of the curly hair that I've had, that kind of tends to be the issue, is that I don't know why, what the difference may be from some straight hair, but it does shed quite a bit. As far as straightening it goes, I straightened a piece that I did not put in, and then I went ahead and put some moisture to it and washed it and put some curl cream on it, and it was just like this, just a little more relaxed. So you guys do know, if you do start to put a lot of heat in your curly hair, then eventually what's going to happen is you're going to end up with a wave versus a curl, which is not ideal. And also, I did, of course, the strand test, and the hair did lift. Now, I don't know how it would look or how it would be if I literally like bleached this hair like I've done some of my other hair, and if it would still keep this same pattern, because I didn't want to try, only because I'm a little afraid, because I do love how beautiful this is, and I don't want to mess my hair up. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. I tend to do that a lot with AliExpress hair, because it's just easier, but because this hair is kind of no walking apart, I don't really want to just ruin it, because again, the summer is coming and I plan to wear this hair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and seal my wefts to the cap, because I don't want to take my hair out. So I'm just going to go ahead and seal them, and that should go ahead and calm down my shedding, because that's the only hang up, honestly, that I have with this hair. It's beautiful, it's full. All of my bundles were very full. I love my frontal, for real. My frontal looks very realistic. Like, I bleached it, so it does look like a scalp. It does mimic a scalp. It's not just a whole bunch of black dots. And it goes from ear to ear, so I can put it up in a ponytail and that whole thing. But I just wanted some nice, flowy, beautimous. So this is what it looks like all to the front. So this is what it all looks like wet from the back. Since everybody say I never turn around. The length I like that they sent, because it's very much realistic. It's not crazy long. Because I find that if I get longer or curly hair and then I go ahead and do this method with it, because it's so long, it pulls the hair, so my hair don't look originally did because there's so much weight on it, and I have so much product weighing it down. This piece is actually mine. This edge piece, this part, none of this is mine. None of this is mine. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Click the links below if you guys are interested in this hair. Again, I have an 18-inch frontal, and I have 4 bundles of 22 inches and Brazilian curly. So I'll talk to you guys in my next one.